Welcome to the RedWine VlogCast. Today, I've got the most illest, the most sickest DJs in town. Without much ado, let them introduce themselves. Big man.
I'm DJ Fredmax.
Yes, sir.
So I think everyone knows this name, and for now, I'll just keep it at that low.
DJ SIMA. It's a pleasure being here. Thanks for having me on this platform.
No holla. Of course, I am J to the AYEL. I think I've got a lot of names, like too much, man. Too much. Some know me as Logan, Griezmann. But anyway, you guys should go and listen to the mixtapes, bruv. Like the mixtape, they have mixtapes for every occasion. If you want to steal someone's baby moms, bruv, they've got it. I'm being real. If you want a divorce, yeah, they've got it for you. Even if you've been kidnapped, just play this.
Even if you want to give your life to Christ.
Exactly. Yeah. Give your life to Christ,
There'll be occasion on every other day,
Yeah. So, gentlemen, how are we seeing the new year?
2020, I can say, yeah, we all know it was a difficult year, and not everything was that much good for everyone. But one thing I can say that actually pleased me most about 2020 was it gives you time to discover what you're made of. You understand?
Yeah.
If you know there is something you've been trying to do because of, let me say, distraction in the past few years, but 2020 gives you more time during the quarantine period and everything. It gives you that time to discover your talent and do something you are actually made of. This thing, if you put more effort in it, it's going to actually put you to some height you'd never actually think you're going to reach. And for me, it's an example. I like my music and everyone knows I'm a DJ and everything, but what 2020 did to me, more especially when it comes to the social world and everything, it's amazing, and I'm really, really happy for it. So I think 2020 was a blessing, and I'm just hoping what happened in 2020 for 2021 is just going to be a level up for things. So I think that's it. It was actually good.
Yes, sir.
2020. Safe to say, it was a year of knowledge for me, basically, because 2019, I had too much pressure thinking that I'm getting late with life. So 2020 actually brought knowledge to me, knowing that it's not my way or the highway, it is God's way. You know what I mean? So
sure.
I was thinking about speeding up things, like, why am I still here? My mates are doing this. Why am I still in this position? My mates are doing that. But then 2020 came, and then it taught me that it's not about where you are or how you are there. It's about what's the next move and how you can become even in that situation. Because 2020 made me see people who were my friends, who almost, I would say, had it all, get sick, lose their parents, it's devastating. But then it taught me that you just have to become, when it's your time, it's your time. So it gave me that knowledge and security. So I'm at that point in 2021 where I'm just doing me, and I know it's all on God. Wherever it's taking me, it's going to take me, and I know He's taking me places. So it's just about being calm, and I've learned that a lot in 2020. So I don't see anything really except apocalypse. Yeah, that's what they call it. Or zombies start coming, maybe I'll get worried. But nothing again is going to come up, and then I'm fighting or anything. Yeah, because I learned to be calm this year, and that's a very good trait. Anyways,
you're right. Yeah.
For me, 2020, I think 2020 was all about self-reflection. It's where you needed to put yourself down in a place throughout the quarantine and all, and you're like, where am I going? What do I have to do? Self-development, and just become the best version of yourself. So for me, I feel like my own watchword for 2021 is growth.
Yeah.
People are going to be fatigued with me saying that.
No, you're right.
You need to grow, and just become that best version of yourself. So remember, we talked about this a year ago. Yeah, the podcast thing.
Yeah. I remember.
And I'm so happy for you guys, like where you are individually with your trade and everything, because it shows that when you put your mind to something, you have the ability to succeed. And 2020 has taught us all a lot. And the most important thing 2020 did was the mindset. It changed my mind completely.
Seriously,
Definitely.
It was quite a ride. It was quite a ride. And just setting goals for yourself and keep pushing. Speaking about goals, let's talk something tasty. Relationship goals.
seriously. Oh, wow.
First of all, before heading to relationship goals, how would you describe a relationship? Or a committed relationship? Let me
I think SIMA can start with that.
Various type of relationships.
This is one topic. If I'm going to linger on, we're going to be here till you.
Let's be here. We'll be here.
Yeah. As someone I'm proud to say, been there, done it all.
Exactly.
I feel like over the past years,
experience counts.
4 to 5 years to now, I've learned a lot that's involved in building a secure relationship than what I was used to. So basically, relationship, I hate to say relationship goals, because at the end of the day, people start tagging that to this is what everyone should follow. And it's different.
Exactly.
Like, you and your partner can have one dream.
Exactly.
I can have a very different dream with mine. Max can have a very different dream with his own partner. So it's not exactly a goal wherein we say we all should have this one line. But then you should just know that this is what I want to confirm that my relationship is successful. For me, this is my dream relationship. Exactly. I think that's how I'll call it. Basically, I learned that I used to have a very funny thinking of relationship with me is either I'm the boss, or I find someone who I know is capable of taking care of me. That was mainly how I used to move around. In going around my young side of So, but I could say 5 years to this point. I've learned that you just need someone who's willing to build together with you.
That's it.
At the end of the day, because trust me, that's the bottom line. You date someone who's going to take care of you, it's going to come back at you, biting you in the, sorry for saying, just the A word. I'll just say the A word.
The A word.
It can bite you in the A word. Like, it comes back at you, no matter how much a woman is respectful. When she's the one who's the breadwinner, like 100%, she's going to bounce at some point. She's going to bounce back. So, and then if you can't always say again, I'm the man, you can't do it alone. Like, it's impossible. So I learned that it's about finding the match, someone who is ready to build with you, not someone who is established and you are the underdog, not someone you are more established than and they're the underdog, but someone you are at par, same dreams, same vision, you're going towards the same direction. Basically, that's the dream. Like, for reals, I think that's the dream for me. I wouldn't say it should be the dream for everyone, but that's the dream for me, and I think at this point I'm in a safe place.
Relationships, should be about 100, not even 50-50. And everyone has their own responsibilities. As a guy, you not be the boss, but the leader. And find someone who's willing, to work hand in hand with you. DJ Fredmax.
No, like you're saying, just as you've just said, like, you see, relationship, I can't say relationship, like, as you guys have said, it's true. It's 100. And talking about it, now, if you can see, the thing is, the funny thing about relationship now is, I don't know, people are taking it as fun. You understand? Some people are going to relationship. In fact, even getting married for financial issues, or you understand, to solve their personal problems, not knowing what they are actually going to, what they are going to actually attach themselves into. So you see, it's not about going to this thing, it's building one thing I can say is a stronghold of a relationship is friendship.
Of course.
People think it's
Of
bad,
course,
but it's
because that's the
friendship.
foundation.
It's just something.
That's
You can't,
the
yeah,
foundation.
it doesn't mean that you've spent a year being friends or you've known yourself that well. You can meet someone for like 2-3 months, but the way you connect, you can know this something is working. You understand? This is how we're going. Because the way you talk, you know, the way you move, the way the way you help each other. When there is a woman, the word what in every successful man there must be a woman or what. But seriously, you know what that means? Doesn't mean that because you cook, you do some stuff. Now it's how she talks, the way she behaves. So you see, the character, no, you know, the personality.
Exactly.
So finding someone, man, relationship goals, talking about it, for me, I just know that just try to get someone you can connect with. It's just connectivity.
We like you just said about personality, yeah. We all know we've got like different taste in personality.
I know, right?
So like, what are your specs? Like, what are your specs?
Like seriously,
Like
over
exactly. Oh yeah, like what are your specs? Physically, like are you more attracted to physicality or personality wise?
I mean, for me, I'm seriously attracted to personality wise. I know my physicality is there because
I think that's just
you guys know me. When we talk about Max, I like tall. You know the description is there, man. Like seriously, so. That kind of thing, but personality counts, man. Because trust me, the physicality can be there. I can be attracted by the physicality. I want to do something, but if the personality is not there, then it's an error.
Exactly.
How am I going to present you?
True though. True.
And one thing I know, my friends I'm having, man, trust me, if their personality is ugly, then they can't detect my relationship. But seriously, it's gonna be a problem. It's gonna be a problem. No, seriously.
DJ SIMA, what's your own taste and personality?
For me, that's an icebreaker for me. Like, don't care how you look. Okay, I definitely hate. I won't say ugly.
Not so good looking.
I don't want a woman because
one presentable girl. Like, come on, look at you, bro.
It's DJ SIMA.
Yes. I won't say I don't want to go below par because but then I want someone who's attractive. Definitely. Because that's where we start.
Definitely.
But then it all boils down to personality, like vibe. For me, it's the vibe.
That's it.
It's the vibe.
Exactly. Because you vibe with me.
I'm someone who I think I can say I'm both sides of a coin. I'm one of the few people who you meet who is both an introvert and an extrovert. So I want someone who moves in that direction, who gets that. Like there are days I just want to be me, quiet.
Your me time.
There are days where I'm out there. I want someone who I can take out there, who's not going with an attitude, who's not going to badmouth my friends, who's not going to disrespect people around me, who's not going to be upset because of how much people I know, because that's a career. In a summary.
When it comes to relationships, let me address go first to what I'm attracted to. My niggas don't want specs.
Seriously, I think no, you need to follow them because
no, but that's my spec. It's not like I can't try new things, like bro. Not because fish, the guy that markets me say buy mackerel. So definitely, but that's like a spec. But attraction or like looks is what attracts me, and personality is what draws me out. So first, everyone should be presentable. Definitely, you need to be good looking. Like there's this guy who he's on YouTube and he's like Kevin Samuels. He's like, ladies, when you leave the house or you leave your home, make sure you're the prettiest. You look the prettiest. Gents, when you leave the home or you leave your house, make sure you are looking most handsome. Be the best version of you that works out every moment. So definitely one should look attractive. And when it comes to relationship, for me, I feel like it's again about growth. That's why I would hardly go into relationships just like that, because we need to grow as a person individually and as couples together. And we need to have vision. We need to have goals, set goals. We just can't be stagnant and just stuck in one position and we're dating, we're together. So things need to improve between us. And there's this other quote that says you are not obligated to be the same person you were even a second ago. So like, girl, you are not obligated, especially when you're with me, like to be the same person we were together 3 weeks ago. So it's all about finding someone who is having the same mentality as you and just willing to move up to higher, to grow, move up to higher heights. So guys, what are your biggest turn-offs? Things that you say like, nah, man's not interested anymore, like.
For me, basically, like you just hit growth.
Yeah.
I believe growth starts here.
Exactly, mindset.
Yeah, before it's been implemented. So, first of all, I'm someone who I think I have this whole quality of give me 2 weeks, 3 weeks with someone. Trust me, I can tell you 70% of that person's personality.
Exactly.
That's how strong I read people while I'm with them. So it takes me that time to see that you're someone who has aspirations, who has the thirst and desire for growth or not. Because I don't know way. So I don't pick in there if I for put so Africa became on that position side. When then get into a relationship, their own parts try for go. Them trying to go stops. Their growth clings to you.
Depends on you now.
So you're going, they're going. Everyone is independent, everyone is trying to better themselves. And when you start thinking alike and knowing you want a vision of being together for life, you start trying to better each other. But then the thing is, this whole growth thing is a super turn off for me nowadays because don't care how beautiful you are, how much of your other personalities is attractive.
Exactly.
But
that's the thing.
If you're not looking to become something else, I'm not hearing your own aspirations. All I'm hearing is, we don't get money in, so we're going to drive people to car. What's in New York to car? What's in New York to car? We don't get money.
At least, yeah.
Like, so that's one big turn off for me. Like, someone who's not ready to grow. And then for me, it's a killer. Like, because I lost my dad at a very young age, which made me become, as an oldest son, it made me like the continuity of my family.
Exactly.
They're just waiting. They're just waiting. So I need someone who's able to push me to where I'm supposed to be, to take care of these people. They're not a lot, but there are people who I know some part of their faith depends on my prosperity. So I want someone to push me, to be able to push me. If you can't do that, that's a turn off for me. And the last straw is someone who's disrespectful to my family. That's how you kill it. Disrespectful to my family. No, that
there ain't no second chance for that. I feel like when it comes to the independent issue, there's a thin line within that, because you would want a girl that is independent but not outrightly independent, because independent ladies now say they don't need men, and that's just a fact of the feminist world of feminism. So I think what he's trying to say is not be solely dependent on just me, because I need you as a person to improve your life. Because what if I'm not there in the next year? What if I move out of town? Or like, are you just going to depend solely on me? What if we build a family? I need someone who supports me, because yes, as guys, we are going to actually, just be this best version of ourselves, be successful in life, of which that's described or defined personally. But what if being successful and something goes down on my own part? What if I have a business and it's not working? But how about you?
How do you pitch it?
How are you going to? So if you've been doing something and you can support helping pitching once in a while, and when I get back on my feet, poof, that's it.
Like you guys are saying, seriously, it's been so actually difficult for us guys, you understand, coming up from this age we are trying to even get someone we know we want to put home and everything. For me, I always take it back to marriages and settle down, because trust me, I don't know, like this one we're saying now, it's for like the younger ones coming up, but now go to these people, it's all about the social media world. They want to live life they are not even, it's not their culture. Start watching these movies and everything, you understand? What you see on movies, how this general thing, because you see this one and this one are so perfect, you think that's their whole life story.
Exactly.
You want to just be them.
Living life on the fairy
seriously, when you actually watch this Tyler Perry stuff and how things are going, this stuff, they want to be like, everything is so cool. This is the type of relationship I want. So the mentality is just there for them. Definitely. They don't want to like grow. They don't. In fact, now let's just talk to for the parents. How many mothers are sitting there in their children, more especially the girl child, down and explain situation about life to them, what it means? You understand? To have a relationship. That's the first thing we need to talk about. The connection is not there.
Exactly.
Because the mother can prefer sitting there watching, movies. They are growing up. All their life is just in TV series and everything. Yeah. What they're seeing, that is what they want to be. Yeah. They don't even understand the consequence of life. What it's all about, relationship.
When it comes to standards, do you think everyone should have standards, or should you base it on realistic or unrealistic standards? The standard should be something that should be productive. So, like for example, my standards that a woman must have: 1, ambition; 2, communicate. Yeah. If you can't communicate with me, like why are we even having a relationship? 3, good. Willingness, the mindset, the ability to merge with me and everything we have. So for me, I think people should have standards, but productive standards.
I think at some point it just became overrated. But in life, you definitely need to have standards. Trust me, you need to. Otherwise, you can't go. Yeah, of course. You need to set standard. But then I feel like it has become overrated, just like I'm saying here. Wherein it's basically not standards is what these girls use these days for materialistic issues. Yeah. How would you base your standards on a guy who he should have 4 cars, not even 1, not 2. In fact,
you know how many drug dealers have
amongst the 4, 3 should be Benz.
Yes.
Just 1 BMW, or else I'm not getting married.
Nah, bro.
Don't get married. Don't. Set standards like, I want someone who pushes me. I want someone who is this. I want someone who is ambitious. I want someone who is knowledgeable. I want someone who doesn't just want to sit home waiting for me to bring. Someone who's going to help me bring together. That's reasonable standard.
Like, I think the past few days I saw something on WhatsApp where I think there was a post going on that, Sierra Leonean guys, most of the girls, they usually listen to this word. Keep them too. You go know serious.
I think I heard it. Also, I think I heard it somewhere else.
And talking about who's one serious among them, now the one way they spend past.
Definitely. They're like, come on, guy.
If I did any advice, they say, keep them too. You know, those one serious. Waiting we don't turn into.
Exactly. What are the responsibilities of guys, or as guys, what are our responsibilities in a relationship? What should we do to create this cool or smooth rapport and for everything to go? Of course, the relationship won't be easy. Yeah. No relationship is like those are just fairy tales. No relationship is going to be smooth. But what is our responsibility that we must do, what we're obligated to do?
The first thing I think I'm going to say is creating trust among you and your partner.
Definitely.
That is going to, it's actually supposed to be there. You understand? Yeah. Because the moment that trust for your partner, you understand, she has it for you. Then, next thing I guess you're going to do, don't be fake. You understand? Maybe sometimes we blame in the girls, but some fault it has. So, one thing I can say is the trust. Trust, friendship. Yeah. You understand? Friendship and respect.
Exactly.
We need it. Yeah, you understand? We want it more than anything, guys, but you need to give it also to the girls.
I get this still I can fall back on a girl my uncle, not gonna mention it. Definitely. Super sugar boy. But I can say I'm a mentor. I'm a mentor in the how we don't carry in life.
Yeah.
So one day I sit and I ask like, wait, I'm struggling with something. Is there a chance that you're telling me in this? Because I think they've been married for 28 or 29 years now. Yeah. Like, and they got married at a very young age. So I'm like, how have you done this? Because it's seeming as if it's getting difficult for our generation to cope with what you seem to have been doing. Because you guys are happy. It's like you've been so faithful. And then he sat me down and he's like, boy,
yeah,
don't look at me like one superman. I have done things.
Yeah.
It's just how we bounce back from it. If you this praises you're giving me now, take it to your aunt and give it to her. If it wasn't for her patience and knowing that she sees something bigger in me, so she's not going to get distracted about the mistakes I make, we wouldn't have come this far. Because I have done things. I have. It's not as if I've been pure all this time. So I feel like it's a situation wherein first, like Max said, you have to make sure when you guys start off, it's a friendship. Like you, even if you didn't start off as friends, but while you are together, build that friendship wherein you can be able to. Because one thing I've read a lot about in the wise people and philosophy is that there are times when love fades. And I've seen that it happens. Like,
then there
are times where you reboot first to friendship, starts there, and then rekindle that love coming back inside, because it's not going to be there forever.
Love is
with one person, it's not going to be like that forever. So you have to first of all make sure that friendship part is there, wherein you guys, and then communication is very important, very very important. Respect of each other, like that's it. Like he said, most guys now just sit back. You should respect me, but then you don't demand respect. Gladly throwing disrespect to the woman. Like, he has to make the woman know that when it comes to me, you are here. Anyone else I'm talking to, or
way down.
When you give them that sense of security, I think for me that's the key. Women just want that sense of security, because all the madness they go through, this jealousy is once they become insecure.
Yeah. For me, I feel like a guy's responsibility, or all of our responsibility, first of all, we should provide care, be respectful, and everything more, as you guys have said. There's this woman here, I just want to touch on it because this is a judgment-free zone. We're in no way to judge or say things that we actually don't know anything about. This is about the alleged accusation of the Godfather. And I am not going to say anything, they are not going to say anything about his own scenario, but we're just going to talk about the whole concept of this rape culture that is actually, playing around this African tonality. Just not even in Africa, but just elsewhere. I honestly don't think guys should be involved in such. And we all condemn that. Definitely. But what I'm going to say is, and this is an advice for guys here, one, know the people you're dealing with. Deal with women or deal with people that are receptive. People who understand you and you understand themselves, and they also you also understand them, and they know the kind of interaction you guys are having. And because what you don't want is, and always know when her no means no and her no means try harder. Because yes, there are some no's that you like, walk for it. So you need to know the two no's you get. Number 2 advice is, man, always make sure she goes on top, bro.
It's not considered rape. Matter of fact, you're the victim.
Bro, bro. Like when you get to the court, I'm like, girl, you've been riding 350 meters per hour, or miles per hour. Bro. 50 miles per hour. Like, why are you telling me? So, in that case, just make sure when you're doing your dirty deeds, she goes on top. That's an advice. Top tip. So, in terms of the whole thing, because one thing I noticed here, people now come out with such allegations. One, for fame. People can do anything for fame.
Yeah, sure.
Number 2, there are so many scenarios that can be described as rape now.
Yeah.
So, what do we have to do as guys?
You've said it all. You really just have to just be very careful these days, because like you said earlier, sometimes these allegations come as false.
Exactly.
Especially if you get into some heights, people tend to come after you, and they
Yeah.
use, and as men, our weakest link is women. So you're just found in a room with a girl, and then she comes out the next day, maybe take a few pictures in your room, comes out the next day, and it becomes a whole. Debunking that is difficult, because nowadays the whole feminism has created a platform for them to be hard.
Social media has made
you have to
more.
be very, very careful how you treat as a guy, successful or not, because these things come haunting us. Even if you're not successful, when you get there, it comes haunting you, and even your kids behind you. So careful how you treat. Like, if you know this is not something that she's willing to do, or you start seeing some signs of,
let it go, bro. People
Comments.
who are receptive,
who are receptive.
who are willing to deal with you. Find people who show you attention and love, and just stay away from time wasters.
Yeah.